Chapter 9 of the Introduction to Psychology focused on thinking, learning, and language. And I'm very interested in this chapter because it has a lot to do with the section of the nervous system that we're focusing on right now. And I wrote some things down to help me remember them. So, one of the first things that I saw was about prototypes and heuristics. And I think those have a really negative effect on us as people. Well, they can have a negative effect because it helps to develop racial and discriminatory biases that sit in the brain. So that's why it becomes so hard for people to change how they think about other people. It also talked about the process of how someone can become more creative, and it has to do a lot with how they think and the environment that they're in, which I think that I am a creative person, but I have a hard time harnessing my creativity. So I want to be able to take those concepts in the book and learn to apply them in real life. It also talked about when it came to language, learning another language gets progressively harder as you get older, and I completely relate to that because I've been trying to learn a foreign language for several years and it's really hard. So I think that it's really important for us to start teaching kids a new language when they're kids. And there's also the sensory and motor areas. Wernicke's is the center and Broca's is the motor area of the speech part of the brain. And then there was a video that I was watching about that made me think about intelligence as it was listed in the book. Intelligence is not just school smarts, and it's not just based on the scores. It has manipulated by IQ, yes, emotional intelligence, street smarts. There's a lot of factors that could go into it. And then when I was reading about the three types of intelligence and the criticisms about them, I personally don't think, I believe that those are three main categories of it, but a person does not specifically fit into each category because there's going to be a little bit of us in each of them. And when it comes to a biological impact on intelligence, there are obviously genetic things that can go into whether a person's smart or not, but it's going to end up being nurture over nature as to whether a person can choose to apply themselves or if those genes will just go to waste.